This is Edgeville. This is the chunk my hardcore extreme one chunk Ironman is locked in until we have completed every single task available to us in the chunk. In this episode we continue our pursuit of the curved bone, which is dropped by hill giants. We then turn our attention to the black sword and rune chain body drops, which are dropped by black demons. Let's get into the episode. I just wanted to put a clip in the video just basically thanking Source Chunk for everything he's done for the One Chunk community, creating the beautiful Chunk Picker website. There is a One Chunk Man Discord server, so anyone who's looking to join the community, become a part of our community or our clan chat, you're more than welcome. There is, I believe, nearly 500 people in our clan, and we keep having to remove inactive players because we are an ever growing community. But I basically just wanted to say thank you so much for all the work you've done. This website is a big reason why we are all able to keep doing what we love doing, and I believe without you a lot of people would not be doing these challenges. I certainly wouldn't be, but thank you, and let's get into the video. Another easy clue from Willow Trees. Are we able to do the clue? The answer is no, of course not. Still 0 completable clue. And the first level of the video coming in is a prayer level. That is now level 47 prayer. And not long after that we have a strength level which takes us up to level 64 strength and 69 combat. Nice. Another strength level, level 65. This time I'm going to go to attack and defense because I'm hitting a lot of zeros and I'm also taking a lot of damage and using a lot of food. So attack and defense levels incoming. I can't believe we've got another tooth half of key. This is another 1 in 5.4k drop. Rarer than the curved bone. Please God, don't let this be a sign of things to come. But I'd also nearly die, so I had to be very careful, and I did get down to 1 HP a few times. Nearly lost my hardcore status already to a giant rat, and it turns out that there were skeletons that actually dropped the axe and not the zombies, so I nearly lost my account killing the wrong mob. I need to be more careful because I'm going to end up losing my status in a stupid way. Yes, we are dead. We are a hardcore no more. And I didn't even get the death recorded, which is very upsetting. I'm having to post commentate this because I was working when I died. I wasn't paying attention to my screen. I was killing hill giants and I wasn't in combat the last time I looked. And then I looked back and I'm dead. And I look later and there's hobgoblins in my kill log. Which means the only way that I could have died is if I've accidentally clicked to within melee range of the hobgoblins, which have then just meleeed me down over a few minutes and killed me. I knew it was going to be stupid. I knew it was going to be a stupid death. I've been saying for the first 2 episodes, be careful. Don't die to a rat. Don't die to a zombie. And I've died to a fucking hobgoblin. I was pretty annoyed when I died, so I kind of lost my head a bit. I went back to hill giants and I got 70 combat level. And I thought, fuck it. Let's go try and kill Obor. So I grabbed a strength potion and an attack potion from the bank. And I marched into Obor's lair with my iron mace and my iron kite shield. And initially I thought I might be able to kill him because I smacked him off the bat, only got hit for a 4. I thought that's a trade I can take. And then I got smacked to 21, and then I was like, crap. It was at this point I realised that this is not feasible. This is impossible. With my current stats, my current gear, the fact that I've got no armour except a spiny helmet and a kite shield, Obor's gonna have to go on the backlog. I really hate to say it because I just want to be able to kill him, but as of now it's just impossible. And about 600 XP after we come out of Obor's lair, we get a giant key, which is about 4 kills later, which replaces the one we just wasted in Obor's lair. We obviously still have the curve bone grind that we're doing, so depending how long that takes, our stats might get a lot higher, which means we may give Obor one more try when we get the curve bone, just to see if we can do it at that stage, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Wow, that's crazy. Shout out to Random Chunker from the clan chat, who's just got his first collection log slot, which happens to be the Rock Golem mining pet. He got it at 43,000 XP. That is actually insane, and for it to be his first log slot as well, I don't think I've ever seen that before. If you've seen that before, let me know down below, and let me know what the craziest first collection log slot you've ever seen is. Maybe it was third age, maybe it was a pet. But there we go, level 58 hit points. We got a camo random event, and as we already have the full camo outfit, we get an XP lamp, which we're going to chuck onto smithing. And I believe we're only now 2 lamps away from level 6, so the levels are starting to get quicker, but it's still taking a while. My mum told me not to speak to mysterious old men, but thank you for the sapphire, sir. I really need to consider changing the longbone from the highlighted drop list, as it gets me every time, but that is longbone number 7 on the account. Just casually saving a damsel in distress, and the reward is 2 uncut rubies, which in the future will be used for more rings of forging. Level 56 attack coming in, gonna keep living it to level 60, and then we'll change to defense. Level 49 prayer, we can now use the redemption prayer. Not sure how much use I'll ever get out of that, but it's always nice to have an extra prayer point. As I mentioned in my previous video, there is not a great way of obtaining mind runes in the Edgeville chunk. Now I've killed probably 3,500 hill giants, and I've probably got about 300 mind runes. They drop 3 mind runes in a 1 in 64 drop rate, so yes, I have some, but it's not enough to be able to train my magic to a high enough level that I'm able to kill Obor efficiently or even quickly. Another thing I would like to use magic for is killing black demons, getting a rune chain body and a black sword. That is something I'm going to have to do before I leave Edgeville as well. Now, there is a men's spawn just above the bank, and I decided it may be beneficial to try and kill a few thousand men, because they drop a nice amount of mind runes, they drop copper ore, they drop fishing bait, which I can use in the future, and bronze bolts if I ever get a crossbow that I can use. The men also drop easy clue scrolls at a rate of 1 in 128. So I thought, if I'm killing thousands of men, the chances of me being able to find a clue that I can complete is quite high, as long as I get some completable steps, and then I can juggle those steps if I can't complete the next one. So this was my plan, and in the first 300 kills I received 5 clues. So I thought, yeah, this is great, I'm going to get a lot of clues. Although I couldn't complete any of the steps in the first 5, I thought, this is great, I'm getting a lot of clues, hopefully we'll get one we can do. 700 kills later, we were still at 5, still at 0 completable clue steps. But I wasn't going to give up here. Level 60 hit points coming in, that's a very nice milestone to get. And just a few kills later, level 60 attack, we can now wield dragon weapons. Not that we have any, we're still stuck with an iron mace, but now it's time to train defense. It took me 2,279 kills to get my 10th easy clue scroll. Now if I was on the drop rate, it would have taken 1,280. So that tells you how dry we've been going for these clues, and still not a single step we can actually do. Not being able to do any of the steps that I'd gotten so far, both from the woodcutting grind that I did at the start of the account, what I was getting beginner clues, beginner nests, easy nests, and also from the rats, I must have got 50 or so beginner clues from them before I just picked one up so I'd stop getting the drop. It was becoming a massive source of frustration that I'd probably played about 12 days of in-game time on this account without being able to complete a single clue step, let alone clue scroll. I hadn't got a single completable step in 12 days, and it was really annoying. I know obviously there are no beginner steps I can complete, but the sheer amount of beginner steps that drop from the monsters that I have in my chunk, I have men which drop them, hill giants drop them, and rats drop them. So the 3 main monsters in my chunk that I'm killing all drop beginner clues, and I can't complete a single step. So that's one thing in itself, to keep getting clues that I can't complete due to not having them in my chunk. But it's another thing to keep getting easy clues. I've probably had well over 50 on this account in total, and I haven't had a single step that I can complete. So I dived into the maths, and let me explain that for you right now. So men drop easy clue scrolls in the rate of 1 in 128 kills. Now there are 3 steps in Edgeville that can be completed, and there is 162 total easy clue steps. So if you do the maths on that quickly, 3 goes into 162 54 times, so that's basically a 1 in 54 drop, which means that on average every 54 clues I will get 1 step that I can do. Now if you factor in the 128 drop rate, that takes it so that I will average 1 completable step every 6,900 men kills. Killing 400 men per hour would mean each step would take 17 hours, meaning each completable 4-step easy clue would take between 68 and 70 hours. Factor in again that the drop rate for a staff is 1 in 36. This would mean that it would take 2,400 hours to hit the drop rate for an air staff, which is 100 in-game days. 100 days is a ludicrous time to get an air staff, so I concluded that it would be more beneficial for me to wait until I've unlocked maybe 1 or 2 more chunks where I have more easy clue steps, as this would greatly reduce the time it would take to get a clue that I can complete. Another tooth half of key, another drop rarer than the curved bone. We've now had 5 half keys, and every single key is 1 in 5.4k, so this is getting on the verge of ridiculous now. And in the space of just a few minutes we get level 56 defense and level 61 hit points. No! Oh, I can't believe I just missed that by just a couple of seconds. This game has got to be trolling me at this point. The 5th half key. Like I keep saying, it's rarer than the curved bone. And I've got 5 of them. That's insane! Coming in on kill number 3456 is giant key number 30, which means we're averaging a key every 115 giants, which is very nice to be below the drop rate. A second giant key on this trip. I don't normally get more than 1 key a trip, purely because I'm only doing about 50 kill trips. It would be a lot more if I actually had some decent armor, but I'm only using my iron shield, my helmet, and basically nothing else. Got an easy clue scroll from some yew trees that I've been AFKing. Obviously it's a 1 in 54. No, obviously we can't do it. Still no steps that I've been able to do. Shout out to VV Sambo, who came by to wish me good luck on his way to kill Obor. I'm not sure if he's a chunk man, but if you're out there watching, thank you.
Another one.
A big level that we're about to get, level 50 prayer. That is so nice. We've got all these prayer points and nowhere to restore it. It's a bit of a shame, but it's such a nice level to have. A big boy level coming in, the biggest milestone we have hit so far, level 80 wood cutting. I would cut a lot in between trips to the hill giants just so I don't have to waste some of the rat meat that I've got in the bank. I just stand an AFK for about 45 minutes while my health recharges. I've now got 80 wood cutting.
Another one.
We've hit so many milestones this video, and here is another one. 60 defense. We can now wear dragon armor. Not that we have any armor at all, but it's nice to have 60 attack and 60 defense. We're now going to focus on strength. We'll probably get that to at least level 70 before we go back on attack or defense. 60 base melee stats. Beautiful. Ah, that got me again. This is, I think, my 8th longbow now in about 4,000 kills. I thought that was the curved bone just chilling on the ground, but no, it was just a longbow, and we're averaging 1 every 500 kills roughly, which is below the drop rate, but I don't really care how many longbones we get. I just want the curved one. So as I got 60 base melee stats, I tried to go back to the black demons to see if I could kill one more effectively than I tried in the last episode, which went infamously badly. I was stood there flinching it for about 9 minutes and didn't end up getting the kill because it still had about 3/4 HP left. But this time, instead of flinching, I decided to try and prayer flick the black demon. Now, bearing in mind I was working at the same time, and halfway through I had to take a work phone call, so I had to try and juggle that along with prayer flicking, which went pretty badly because it got all out of sync and I got injured and I wasted a lot of prayer points. But as you can see, we are whittling down the HP. We got it to half HP in about 4 or 5 minutes. And the entire kill took about 9 or so minutes, which isn't terrible, but it's going to be a bit of a pain if we go dry on the rune chain body. or the black sword, which I need both of before I can progress out of my chunk. As we're backlogging Obor, the rune chain body and the black sword are my best in slot armor and damaging weapon in this chunk. So I'm going to have to come back to these black demons more regularly and try and get the drops. If I get the black sword or the rune chain body, it will help my hill giant grind because I'll get quicker kills and I'll be able to do more kills per trip. And from our first kill of black demons, we got some blood runes, which are going to be of no use to me as I am currently level 1 magic with only about 300 air runes in the bank. So I will not be training my magic up to use the blood runes in this chunk. I'll wait to have a reliable rune source, but it's nice to have some blood runes in the bank. And many hill giants later, in comes level 62 hit points.
Another one.
Another longbone on the account. I think that's number 9. And we've also got a freaky forester, so everything's going on in this clip. I believe after this forester I will get a lamp, which of course I will put on smithing. I don't think I will get a level, but this will put me 1 away from level 9, I believe. We have got back-to-back longbone trips. We got one on the last trip and now we've got one on this one. This is the 10th longbone on the account and just less than 4,200 hill giants, which means that we were 500 kills per longbone and now it's 420 kills per longbone. But like I said, I don't care, I just want the curved one. Okay, this is starting to piss me off right now. Another longbone about 15 kills later. Please stop it. Level 66 strength, and if I'm not mistaken that takes my max hit with an iron mace from an 8 to a 9. Now having learned this, I probably should have got to level 66 before I trained my attack and defense. But you live and you learn.
Another one.
And some more free flax from a beekeeper's random. Level 67 strength. Longbone number 12 coming in. I'm just getting sick of seeing that on the ground now. It's been a while since I've got a count check random, but it's nice to get one after a few days without one. I believe it's going to get us a smithing level, and I think that's going to be level 9. Beautiful. This is my 5,000th hill giant. I can't wait to get the curve bone at the end of this kill. It's 1 in 5,000 and this is kill number 5,000, so that's definitely the way it works, right? I'm going to get the curve bone, this drop, the grind is going to be over. I can move on. Here we go. Wait. Something must be wrong because I've killed 5,000 hill giants and haven't got a curve bone. I am officially dry on the curve bone drop. I will put a graphic on the screen of the loot from the first 5,000 kills. I really hope I don't go too dry. I've asked around in the clan chat and I've taken some predictions of what KC they think I'm going to get the curve bone on, so I'll pop that up on the screen in a second as well. And as you can see, the vast majority of the guesses are between 5 and 9,000, a lot of 6,000, 8,000, things like that. There is one guess from Chunky Noob, which is 17,356, but the one that stands out is from Canafis Chunk, who has guessed 22,413 kills without the curved bone. Now Canafis Chunk is obviously Frey RS, who is the guy who went 70,000 kills dry on the Vigoris chain mace, so I hope to God that he's wrong, but if there's anyone that knows about going dry on something, it's him. So thank you for the guess, but I hope you're wrong. Just a quick update on the giant keys. This is key number 54 in just over 5,500 kills, so it's so good to be below the average drop rate and to be stacking up loads of keys on the curve bone grind. And only our third bob fishing random event on the account, which takes us up to level 13 fishing. Another long bone. I think this is the 14th one now. I know I'm gonna go really dry, and I can't really complain yet because I'm nowhere near as dry as other people have gone for other things. But please just drop it. Another genie, and we're going to smack this onto smithing, and I believe this is going to get us level 10, so that's now level 10 smithing. Total level 650, but more importantly level 70 strength. It's now our third level 70 on the account behind woodcutting and fletching. Beautiful. Another long bone, another one, and 20 minutes later another long bone. Random event for smithing, now level 11. Back to Black Demons, get a second kill, and we get some air runes. What do we get from the third Black Demon drop? Coins. And the fourth Black Demon kill, we get more blood runes. Not bad. And more air runes. 5 Black Demons killed. Back to the Hill Giants and back with another prayer level, this time level 53. 80 combat level coming in. We have 60 attack, 70 strength, 60 defense, and 65 hit points. Every level is a nice round milestone number. Ah, that's lovely. Level 71 strength coming in. Is this game taking the piss? Another half key. I don't even need to say how rare this is at this point. Oh my gosh, I've literally got 2 long bones in the space of about 6 minutes. What the hell is going on? Oh my god, this is my second tooth off in about 200 kills. I think this is my 7th one at this point now. 7 drops rarer than the curve bone. It's crazy. More rune javelins, which is still rarer than the curved bone. What? Long bone number 20 on the account in just over 7,000 kills, so we're averaging 1 every 350 or so kills.
Quick maths!
Another strength level, now level 72 strength. I think we've doubled our strength XP this video just from killing the hill giants. But there we go. I wonder what level we're going to finish this grind at. And an extra prayer level, so long after the last one, but level 54 prayer. Pretty insane to me that we've got 3 giant keys and our last 13 kills, with 2 coming in our last 3. That's some really nice RNG, but not the sort of RNG I'm after. This is where I'm going to be wrapping up today's video. We have made a lot of combat progress, including getting level 60 attack and defense with level 66 HP, 72 strength and 54 prayer. We also reached level 80 woodcutting this episode, and we reached 5 Black Demon kill count as well as 7,500 hill giants. Going forward in the next episode, we will be killing hill giants until we get the curved bone, and we'll also be going for the best in slot Black Demon drops. If we just have a quick look in the bank, we can see that our cash stack has reached 100,000 gold, which is beautiful. We also have a nice healthy amount of herbs. Obviously we can't use them, but they are stacking up nicely. We have got barely any meat left, so we have started cooking nettles so that we can start making nettle tea. We have a large amount of runes and gems from random events and from killing men and hill giants, as well as over 100 birds' nests and 5,000 logs in the bank. We have reached every single random event completed set, and this is the hill giant tab. 66 keys, 20 longbones after I accidentally buried one, and 9 drops rarer than the curved bone. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully episode 4 will not be too far away.